Right, ladies and gents, welcome to another video. So this is the positives of having diabetes. There's positives. Yeah, so there's positives, believe it or not. At least I think so. But yeah, it can be quite easy to fall into a negative frame of mind because of diabetes. So these are hopefully things that will help us try and get out of that frame of mind. Number one is there's worse things out there, and we can also think about the ways in which diabetes could have been worse in like a different universe. For example, our high blood sugar could feel the same or worse than a low blood sugar, which would be horrific. The range that we're aiming for could be even smaller. It's pretty small as it is, but it could be even smaller. There's loads of different ways to think about, ways in which things could be worse to make us grateful for things that we have. And obviously there's lots of different other health problems that are worse than diabetes as well, that we can be grateful not to have. Diabetes is manageable at least, and management is getting easier and better as time goes on. About 100 years ago we'd be dead if we had type 1 diabetes or any other type that requires insulin, because insulin was only invented in the 1920s, which is kind of crazy to think. Up until the last 30 to 60 years we'd also certainly have a lot of diabetes caused problems because the equipment and knowledge wasn't as good, so we can be thankful for that. Equipment these days is a hell of a lot better and is continuing to get better. Closed loop systems are starting to come in, thank God. And closed loop systems are basically just equipment that measures blood sugar and then gives an insulin dose based upon that blood sugar without us having to do all the calculations involved. And they're going to get better and better as well. Having diabetes can be used as a massive incentive to eat healthy and exercise. So what we can do is take this sort of negative aspect or the negative variable and use it to try and incentivize us to be more positive in other areas of our lives, basically. Because of the above things, people are living with diabetes for 50 to 70 plus years and are able to do the vast majority of things that people without diabetes can do. And by living with diabetes for 50 to 70 plus years, what I mean is that they actually have the condition for 50, 70 plus years and they're living into like 80 plus years. So we can live a full life, basically. It helps us to really empathise with people who have other struggles and obstacles to overcome, which I think is really important. Obviously we can empathise with people without it, but having struggles ourselves kind of just helps that. And meeting new people helps to meet new people, and we can help other people that have it as well, which is a positive. So yeah, that's 10 positives about having diabetes. Please do let us know if there's any more in the comments section below, and I hope to see you in the next one. Cheers.